Hello, welcome to my channel and thanks for tuning into this video. Today I'm doing a tie-dye type watercolor sort of eye look, and this is inspired by the most recent KJH Academy on Instagram. So if you weren't aware, Katie Jane Hughes is a makeup artist and she has a wonderful Instagram page. And every week she does a challenge called KJH Academy. She does Instagram stories where she shows you how to create a look and then encourages her followers to recreate the look and tag her. So the most recent one was a tie-dye eye, which was pretty much rainbow colored. So if you want to see my version of that, you can check out my Instagram page, which is listed at the end of this video. And you can also look up the tag KJH Academy on Instagram and you'll see everyone's looks. It's really cool. So I would encourage you to check that out if you haven't seen that before. But anyway, I loved creating that look and it was just so much fun. I wanted to try the concept just using different colors basically. So that's what I've done today. So if you'd like to see how I put this look together, just keep on watching. All right, starting with the eyes, I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette. I'm going to start with the outer corner and I think I'm going to try mixing manganese and naga together and see what that does. Okay, I think that's a decent start. I'm not really going for any specific shape. I'm just sort of plopping the colors on, going with that watercolor type effect. And then for the inner part of the eye, I think I want to go sort of peachy. So I'm going to take this diatonic shade. I'm going to pull that same shade diatonic around the inner corner. And then just blending really lightly up top here with diatonic. Really liked in Katie's look how there was another color right sort of on top of that inner color. So I want to try using plutonium, this yellowish kind of shade, right there, and we'll see if it shows up. It doesn't show up as that yellow, but it does change the color of the peach right where it's placed. Turns it a bit more orangey. And actually when you build it, you can see a little bit more of the yellow. So I'm okay with that. But I do want to now reinforce that peachy color. So back into diatonic. Now for the center, I'm trying to decide what color to use. I think I want to keep this all matte. I'm gonna try with Ion. That's neat with Ion in there. And on the outside, I just want to reinforce that purple a little bit. But I'm going to take a different purple. This is tungsten right there. Now for the lower lash line, I already have that little bit of a coral with the diatonic on the inner part. I think on the outer part, I'm going to try Garmin and see how that looks. And then I'm going to take Vert kind of echo the green on the lid, but it's a different green. And I do feel like there's a bit of purple missing on the lower lash line, so I'm gonna take Tungsten, again, this one, and just pinpoint it right there. I think I want it a bit brighter. I'm gonna take Naga, that one, and just put it on top of where I put that Tungsten. Yeah, that's better. Now I really want the edges a bit more diffused, so I think I'm gonna take a Q-tip and just diffuse the edges, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I finished the eyes, so I did take a Q-tip and kind of just go around the edges with it, but then I also wanted it to still be a little bit lighter. So I took this Vertex shade on my mini booster brush and just went all the way around with that as well, just to really soften out the edges. Then I took my black liner and did my upper waterline, and then I took my Bite mascara and put mascara on the upper lashes and a little light coating on the lower lashes as well. I don't normally put mascara on the lower lashes, but I think with this type of a look, it does kind of have a bit of a 60s vibe, so the lower lash mascara I think really goes well with that idea. So now I'm ready to move on to the rest of the face, and I'm going to start by putting a lip liner on, just so it has a little bit of a chance to set down before I put on my lipstick. So I'm going to take the Victoria Beckham 02 lip liner and just outline my lips with that. Okay. Taking my large artist brush from Wayne Goss, and this is the Tom Ford Terra bronzer. It's a nice neutral bronzer color, I think, so it's gonna play nicely with this look where I have a bit of a mix of warms and cools and neutrals all together. Now onto blush. Since I have that mix of warms and cools, I have the purples, I have the peaches. I'm gonna stick with a more peachy color on my lips, but for the blush, I wanna use a more purpley type color. So I'm gonna be using this MAC blush. This is called Full of Joy. I thought it would just be a really nice color to go with the purple tones that I have on the eyes. Taking my soft cheek brush from Sonia G. I love that lilac-y flush. It's hard to find blushes in this type of a tone, so I really like this one, and it has a little bit of a sheen too, which is nice. Now for highlight, what I'm going to be using is kind of more of a blush topper type shade. This is the Dior. It was a limited edition DiorSkin Nude Luminizer Glow Vibes, and this is the shade 001 Rosy Vibes. It's a really quite sparkly, sort of cool pink highlighter. Gives a really strong impact right away. I'm using my Sculpt 3 brush from Sonia G for this. I think it's kind of nice to have the really glowy cheeks when I have an all matte eye. I like that contrast there. Okay, almost finished. Now I'm going to go into lipstick, and this is a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. It was part of the Hot Lips 2 collection, and I only bought the refill of it. I didn't buy the full case. I think this is the shade JK Magic. So here we have it. This is the completed look. This type of a look is really outside of my comfort zone. Not only the combining of different colors, but also the method of applying the shadows with the sort of patting it on and then blending it, as opposed to doing a full-on blended out look. So it was really fun to play around with it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you have any comments or questions, I'd love to see those below. If you'd like to see more from me and you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love for you to do so. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.